Hi, what's going on guys? It's Almond. Welcome back to another PSA video. In today's video, I'll be going over the Celestine key boss and finally explain how to do this boss in multiple ways, but I'm just going to be showing you my way. Later down the line, we'll talk about all the other ways because there's so many ways you can do this fight, but which I kind of like. I honestly like how there's variety on this fight, but I will explain the way that we did it in stream and we were able to 4-round it to get a proper understanding of the fight. But if you do enjoy this type of content, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that type of stuff, and let's get into this video. So first, what I want to do is, before I go down a rabbit hole explaining everything in this fight, let me show you what we did on stream, and then we'll go back. I'll diagnose everything that was going on in this fight so people can understand what the deck setups are, what our gear setups were, everything, because there's so much to dive into. But I want to show you guys what we did, and who knows, you might get a basic understanding of what I'm talking about. So first, here's a clip on stream of what we were trying to do for the 4-round. So the codes we've gotten, we just gotta memorize all those codes. Let me make a new separate document on my desktop, and every time we get a new code, I'll write it down on my notepad. Because just by getting, what, like, dude, if it's randomized, how did we get 3806 back to back? Like, it just doesn't make sense. So I don't think it's randomized. I think it's presets. And if it is presets, you can kind of do a different strategy if they do patch this one. It's crazy to think that a mass feint can bug out this fight. Out of all the cards. I think once they fix this, though, I don't think this trap will work anymore. Because if you kill everybody, it's gonna heal. That's why he's triggering this cheat. Did I kill the last one? Yeah, okay, we killed the last one. Okay, since we don't know his code, stop trapping me. Again? What? Wait, is there only a certain amount of codes that he gives? Is it just not? I think he has preset codes. If that's the case, you can... Wait. Wait a minute. Well, do you guys have 3806? Because yeah, this person has 380. Okay, thank you. Yeah, we'll kill next turn. Yeah, if we kill next turn, that'll be 4-round. So this is a consecutive 4-round right now. So far right now. And then I aura. See, the thing is, if I waste a pip right now, I mean, I could, but I would have to waste like a 1 or 2 pip. 1, 2, 3. That's like the most I can waste. No, not even a 1, 2, 3. Just mainly like a 1 or 2. and then incendiate, and then I'll scald, and then we have the 6. And then that should pop the aura again. And then incendiate. Okay, that barely killed. I think it's because I didn't double trap, but that barely it worked though. It worked again. Alright, so now that you guys seen what happened, let me kind of go in depth of what exactly we were trying to do or what we were attempting, because it will be kind of confusing if you don't understand this fight at all, and if you're a brand new player. I'll try my best to explain everything what we were trying to attempt, because this fight, like I said, it's unique, but there is like a lot of stuff that you have to know. So first, let's go over what each person has in their deck. So what I'm gonna do first is you guys will see like an image of the person and what they're rocking in their deck, and then from there we'll go into exactly what exactly was going on, what's the point of this, what's the strategy, everything like that. So first, just you guys will see all that, and let's go. So now that you guys have seen this, so this is my deck lineup for this particular round. So I'm always going to have 7 cards all the time. I'm always going to be pulling my 7 cards because that's the max that you can have in your hand. And the whole point is I have Fire Dragon for turn 1, turn 2 I am going to Fire Trap, and then turn 3 I have Frenzy. The reason why I have is a 0 pip just for emergencies. You don't have to have this in if you don't want to, if you're in the 3rd slot. I personally have it just in case for the code, because we don't know where all the codes are. From me streaming, we only got 4 codes, and the code is in preset, so there's 9 different preset codes that you can get. And from me doing the strategy, out of the couple times we did this fight, we only got 4 codes, and we were able to repeat it multiple times. So we got the same code like 3 times, 2 times. It was very weird. So that is my strategy as a person in the 3rd slot. While that's happening, the person in the 1st slot is mass fainting. So for some reason, mass faint is weird in this fight. It triggers them to heal. Don't know why, but it's a very buggy mechanic. Then we have Brian Skull over here, who's using a fire blade on me. The reason is he's fire blading me. He doesn't have to do this. Just mind you, he does not have to do this. We have this as a backup measure, is for some reason, if I don't crit, I can actually still kill them. Because for some reason, I have 89 crit on these enemies, because they have, I don't know what it is, but I have only 89 crit on these enemies, which is understandable because they are tough enemies. So for that reason, we have an extra fire blade for that. And the reason why I'm not using meteor is because meteor and an enchant takes up a slot. I'd rather just carry a fire dragon, so I don't have to carry 2 slots. I can just have 1 slot here. So let's go forward. So the cheat activates where he's invincible. You can't really do anything to him till you kill all of his sunken Sams. And then he bugs out, he does the cheat again, which isn't an issue. There's like a bug in the game that's been in for a while. So as you can see, mass faint. And then for some reason, this is a cheat that's supposed to happen every time you use an AoE. For some reason, you can use AoEs right now. I think once AoEs are fixed in this fight, this cheat will not be, or this cheese will not be available at all. So try to use this cheese as much as you guys can, because once this gets fixed, you're not going to be able to do a certain way. But I'll keep you guys updated to whenever the cheats get updated or anything like that. I'll kind of know, and I'll just go over everything that's changed, and we'll try to make up a new strategy on stream. And definitely you guys should come by whenever we do those. I'll have more people from chat come by as well. So yeah, the mass faint for some reason triggers this heal, because it shouldn't. The game thinks that this is an AoE hit and it killed them, but it did not kill them. So That's why we're able to do that. And then obviously he proceeds to blade, and then we're back to doing exactly what we wanted to do, which was my dragon. And then as you guys can see, it killed everything fine and dandy, because I just want to scrub through this video, just get through everything. Turn 2, no one can do anything. The reason why I'm saying no one can really do anything is because we don't know what the code is yet. So he doesn't tell you the code till after, or I guess the starting of turn 2. So you guys can just pick whatever. You guys can just there's no point in preemptively guessing it, because there's 9 different codes. The first law is different every time. So for me, the one thing I can do is trap, because the thing is, since he's invincible, he has the Baron cheat from Mirage, where if you can't really do any damage to him, it won't be doing, like, your trap will not be used, your feint will not be used, none of that. That's why you can see, if you look closely, you still see the feint trap is still on him from the mass feint, because if he has the invincible cheat, or like the minus 200 cheat or the minus 100 cheat, and you're not able to pierce it completely, it will not use the trap. So that's why we have that feint from early on, and that's why I'm trap stacking for later. So whenever we do the final hit to kill him, there's already traps on him, and no one is using those traps because he's invincible. So that's why I'm trap stacking. And then if you look over here, he starts telling us the code. It should be right there, yeah. So every time we got a new code, we wrote it down, we set it in chat and everything. So this time we got 3806. So the code is representing to what pip cost you have to use of a spell. So for 3, you have to hit with a 3 pip spell. It could be anyone. Just make sure you guys are doing this code in order. So you don't want to hit whoever's in last. You don't want them to do 3 and then whoever's in first use 8. The code's completely wrong at that point. So you have to do it in the order corresponding to the turn. So Sloan would be using 3, Brian would be using 8, and then I would use 0, and then so forth to the last person is 6. But we don't have to do it that way. It could be anybody. So like Sloan could hit with 3 pip first turn, and then let's say no one else has an 8 pip, so you can wait till the next turn and someone else uses 8 pip. But you just have to make sure you're hitting them with a 3 pip, 8 pip, 0 pip, 6 pip in order. You don't have to do it one round at a time. You can, if the full team is able to do it, then just do it, and then the next turn you guys can kill. So that is the basic explanation of the code system that is in play. So now it is the third turn. We discussed, hey, who has what pips. So person in the first lot had 3 pip that we discussed, and if you guys weren't paying attention, the deck setup was early on, so you guys can see what decks people are rocking. So first person had Banshee, so we had Banshee for the 3rd pip. Then we had an 8 pip, so he had a King Art luckily, and I didn't want to use my 0 pip. This is where I talk about why didn't I use it. The reason why I didn't do it is if I did 0 pip, the skull that I cast on him would not kill, because if you look at his HP, it's 15,000 and 350, and you guys saw how much damage I did like towards the end right here. 15,821. So if I didn't aura right here, we would have not killed, because I needed that extra 40% damage. So that's why I did not use a 0 pip. You can use a 0 pip and you can delay it by 1 turn if you want to, and you can go for like a 5 round, but that just comes down to your personal preference. You don't have to be this optimal. You don't have to do any of this if you guys want to. This is just the way that we're just like trying out new strategies. We wanted to have some fun and just think of new stuff. So yeah. So person in first slot Banshees, person in second slot this King Art, and then you can't really see, but Blaze used his 0 pip. So he has like low pip spells, as you guys saw in the deck setup, because we don't want the person in the last slot waste too many pips, because they're also going to be using Incendiate. So cards go in hand, everyone's casting their cards, and every time you guess it right, he says they figured it out. So if he doesn't say they figured it out, or you guessed it right and you hit with the wrong one in the order, you have to restart. Restart in a sense is you have to start from the first code over. So let's say it was 3806 and the person in the second slot used a 9 pip. Now you have to start all over from the beginning. So now you have to recast a 3 pip and you have to go in order. So try to make sure you guys are using the right cards. You don't want to mess up your teammates. You don't want to screw them over. None of that. So as you guys saw right there, 3 numbers were used. The only one that's left is a 6 pip. So you have right here is a 6 pip. So the person in the first slot used Wraith. Then what you could even also do is whoever's in the second slot, they can have like some treasure cards. Like everyone in this like rotation could have treasure cards if they want to. You guys can definitely put in treasure cards that have numbers that you guys don't have. You guys can definitely put in treasure cards just for extra blades. It's all up to you, and I highly would recommend that you guys put treasure cards in, because we were thinking of this at the time, is that you guys can put in treasure cards of the missing pips that you don't have. So if whoever's, well, according to the deck setup that we had built for everybody, you guys can just put in whatever's missing, and then whenever the code is shown, you can discard the ones that you don't need, so everyone has the pip cards that you guys need in your deck. So I would highly recommend putting those treasure cards in for whatever pips that you don't have. So if you're a person that's rocking like a 4, an 8, 9, 10, and 11 or stuff like that, in your side deck you should be rocking some low numbers just in case for emergencies, you know, so you guys can be as efficient as possible. For me, and as a hitter, I'm not going to be changing my setup. I'm not going to be having treasure cards. I'm letting everyone else do that. Mainly the people in the first 2 slots should be getting rid of the code. The people in the last slot should be saving up their pips. Me for hitting, and the person in the last slot for incendiate. They can be using some pips, but you don't want to waste all their pips, because remember, incendiate is 6 pips. So as you guys saw, 6 pip, and then I hit with Scald, and the person in the last slot hit with Incendiate. So if we quickly scroll past this, and then we go to me, I do my Incendiate. And also another thing is forgot to note is whenever you do hit with the last one, he's like, no, my protection, and he pops his aura. It doesn't do damage, so it doesn't get rid of those feints. It doesn't do any of that, so don't even trip about losing your feint. Then you go to me, I do my Scald, of course, I crit, do all that. Then we have Blaze, who uses Incendiate, and luckily we were able to kill. Things to note, we didn't try out regular feint, so you probably can even feint this boss. Let me know in the comments below if you can. If you can, then obviously you would kill no matter what, you know, but for the sake of this video, we were able to kill with a feint, or technically a mass feint, and a potent fire trap. But if regular feint does stack on it and we're able to use it and there's no cheat, then you can obviously feint as well. But that is the whole fight, and we were able to get our treasure cards and our spell elements and everything like that. So that is the basic explanation of this fight. I tried my best to explain it. If you guys have any questions in the comments below, I'll try my best. Like I said, I'll try my best to explain it to you guys. If you guys even have more questions, come by the stream and I'll explain to you what each cheat is, try to tell you guys some codes. And if you guys have any more codes, that if you guys are doing this fight and you guys see the codes that he gives you, so for example, what I mean is whenever he gives you 3806 right here, if you guys get a different number, please let me know in the comments below, and I can make a video talking about every single code. So to help me out, help out all the viewers, help out the community, definitely let me know what code that you guys get, because there is 9 codes. I'm still missing 5 codes, and I'll try to get them in my own time if we can't find people who can put those codes, and I'll just keep spamming this Celestian Key boss to try to get a better understanding of this fight. But hope you guys enjoyed, and there's also a new segment at the end, so hope you guys enjoy this little, I guess, extra part of the video. You don't have to watch it if you don't want to, but if you enjoy it, let me know in the comments below. So leave a like, subscribe, all type of stuff, and let me know if you guys want to see content like this of me sitting down explaining, like actually going through every part of what we did. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Leave a like, subscribe, all that type of stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.
Yo, it's Almond. Yo, Almond. Hey. Could I get a lend? But anyway, does the Spellmental Key boss in Celestia have present codes? Preset codes? Yes, it does. But I've set them in a way where it seems random and you can't crazily optimize it.
So we know it's preset codes, but even with the preset codes, let me ask him. There's more?
In fact, there are 9.
Oh.
And that's all I will tell you.
Not 9 codes? We only got 4.
Scald Incendiate is all I can say. You know you can't AoE though.
Eight. Did I kill the last one? Yeah, okay, we killed the last one.
Oh, damn it. Scald Incendiate gets away. Oh, frick. It gets around it, doesn't it? Because they heal when you Scald, but then you Incendiate and then they're gone. Scald Incendiate is the cheesiest of cheese, man. But you know what? You know what, Almond? I think I'm going to let this one go. Because you still, like, the Scald Incendiate doesn't let you 1-turn it. It lets you 4-turn it, you know? Like, that's not the worst thing to me. You can 4-turn it, fine. It does go against the idea of the thing because you're supposed to take them out one at a time. But, you know, I don't think I'm going to go through the trouble of fixing that right now.